Hey Narwhals, it's your host Luke Narwhal here, back again with another video. Obese Redditors who lost the weight. What surprised you the most? Number 2. If you haven't subscribed yet, our subscribers are known as the Narwhals, inspired by the brave unicorn of the sea. I'd encourage you to subscribe to join the original 10,000 Narwhals. Now let's dive right in. I lost 80 pounds last year, and 2 things really stuck out. The first was realizing my thighs no longer touched. I couldn't, for the life of me, figure out why my legs felt so weird all the time. They were cold and kind of gangly, like they weren't quite sure what to do sometimes. It finally hit me. I was learning how to walk all over again, since my thighs weren't constantly compressed together. It threw off my entire world. Second, I work in a healthcare field and people take me so much more seriously now. Even though I educate on postpartum health, mostly chest feeding and mental health support, attachment, etc., there is an enormous difference in how seriously I'm taken compared to before the weight loss. There's a very real bias against overweight folks, and it was weird to have it blatantly played out before me. I went from morbidly obese to almost underweight. I always thought my life would be perfect and all my social problems would be solved if I could just lose the weight. I was wrong. So wrong. I also thought that I love all the positive attention about my looks, but it really just makes me super anxious. It also kind of pisses me off how much better I am treated now that I'm considered hot. Fat people really do get treated like dirt. I still see a fat person in the mirror. I don't think of myself as thin, and it feels weird when I fit into smaller spaces or people call me little. My clothes are always way too big because I still reach for clothes that hide my body, and because I have absolutely no idea what I look like. How much better I was treated. I was technically just on the border of overweight and obese, so I was never debilitatingly overweight. But it was like I was suddenly on the Enterprise, and doors were whooshing open for me before I even got to them. When I'm chilling on my right or left side, my knees touch. Weird. Also, a lot of skin that goes all the ways, and there's no chance to hide it. How easy it was for me to slip into disordered eating. I never fixed my mind. I just transferred from one addiction to another, from food to losing weight. Got so much support on social media for basically developing an eating disorder that took years of therapy to get over. I think this needs to be emphasized, though I don't know how common it is. I feel like it is so easy to fall into, and almost without knowing, and I'm scared of it happening. I'm on my own process, and I have to constantly be aware of eating enough. I fall hundreds of calories below the minimum almost every day and feel not hungry or nauseous as to not eat. And I'm scared I may subconsciously be letting this happen and feeling like it's okay because nothing is going wrong at the moment. Calorie counting has always gotten me crazy as a numbers game, and I had previously dealt with not eating enough in various chunks/time frames of life. How people will warn you against training too much and eating too little, but in fact, they are average at best. I remember I used to be friends with this guy who was a really good swimmer and had a swimmer body. I started Muay Thai, going to the gym 1.5 hours in the morning and 1.5 hours in the night every day. I lost 40 pounds of fat and gained some muscle. He said I would get burnt out and quit. People judge not only your body, but your mental health and conviction to your goals, like they know you better than you know you. F 'em. I've lost 75 pounds so far. I've been actively dating, and on my dating app profiles, I keep a fairly up-to-date body shot. I realized I hadn't taken one in a while since losing this weight. I have about 100 to go, and I put on the same outfit as my current body shot. I just stood there gawking at myself because I didn't even look like the same person in that dress. It's baggy and looks inappropriate to even wear now. I just sat on the end of my bed, staring at the side-by-side I created. So I'd say the biggest surprise was the fact that I didn't even notice the physical size difference. I'd been so head-down focused on healthy habits and my eating that the actual loss of mass hadn't occurred to me. How no one is willing to ever say, "Have you considered your weight is dangerous?" but seem to think that commenting on your weight loss is absolutely okay. I was told I wasn't eating enough, was too restrictive, exercised too much, and had become too thin, while I was still actually overweight. But not a single person mentioned that my weight was slowly killing me. Wasn't obese per se, but I definitely lost a good deal of weight right before high school. I'd say what surprised me was that I still felt and thought like I was fat, even though I clearly wasn't. And the overwhelming amount of fake people who now wanted to be my friend/date me. To this day, I think that was one of the most eye-opening experiences of my life. 1. How tough it is to see yourself the same way others now do. I always have the feeling that I am much larger than I currently am. And 2. How much bigger my donger got. Lost about 108 pounds and it made a big difference. Went from 250 to my current of 185. Bones don't hurt anymore. I can walk much further and faster. I'm cold all the time. I notice people noticing me now. Acne got better, although still not gone. Way less tired. I can feel my bones poking from under my skin and it still weirds me out. The bone thing surprised me the most though. I've always known there's a spooky skeleton inside me, but now I can see it and I feel it all the time now. I've lost about 60 pounds over the last 7 years. Slow and steady wins the race. And now weigh 165 pounds. I'm a 5'10", 25-year-old guy. Noticed a bunch of things. 1. There is an observable relationship between my weight and the weight of girls who are interested in me. 2. I can jump, run, and walk upstairs without turning into a sweaty mess. I still go around and jump on things because I now can. It feels great. 3. I've come to realize how much of my lot in life is tied to my appearance. Clothes do make the man, and I'm burdened by the knowledge that being skinny is objectively better in almost every way. But 4. Being skinny is not a panacea for all my ills in life. I'm still awkward at times. I'm still a bumhole at times. I'm still lazy, and I'm not suddenly charismatic and socially brilliant. Losing weight really is just one thing I need to improve in my life. It's not a total solution. 5. Staying skinny requires a complete and perpetual lifestyle transformation. I don't eat sweets. I don't eat fast food. I don't keep snack foods in my house. I don't drink Coke or other sugary beverages. I don't drink alcohol other than vodka soda. If I slip up, I gain weight, and so I have to be constantly vigilant. 6. I'm bony, and it now hurts to sleep on my side because my hips dig into the bed, whereas my fat provided another cushioning layer. 7. I was really fat. I've lost 60 pounds, and I'm still pudgy. I often ask myself why I allowed myself to get so fat, and then I remember chocolate milk. Delicious, fattening chocolate milk. TLDR, losing weight is a 10 out of 10 experience. Would do it again. Couple of things. 1. How people treat you. I used to get a lot of abuse shouted at me when I was a little too close to 400 pounds. People used to throw crap at me in the streets and generally harass me. I lost 160 pounds, so I'm still fat, still working on it, but people are nicer. I get smiled at a lot more, and no one has shouted abuse at me from the car in a long time. 2. Clothes. Being able to go into normal high street shops and buy clothes is just bizarre and a little bad. I charity shop a lot, and when I was very large, I would buy anything that fit me. Didn't matter what it was or if it suited me, I bought it. Well, now I'm a more normal size, so a lot more fits me, and getting out of the habit of buying something just because it fits is hard. I have to clear my wardrobe to get rid of stuff that I will never wear, doesn't suit me, etc., because I'm still in the nothing fits me mindset. 3. How much more aware I am of food. I mean, before I would just eat and whatever. Now I eat and pay attention to it, enjoy the taste, learning to know what I actually like. And 4. I still do not know me in the mirror. I have been fat a very long time, and that body dysmorphia never goes away. I have an eating disorder. You don't get that large without one, and my brain is still trying to convince me that I'm the nearly 400-pound person that I used to be, rather than someone approaching a healthy weight. I wonder if it ever gets better. Be kind to yourself, friend. Focus on the less visual aspects of the weight loss. Can you itch a spot you couldn't reach before? Does a bathroom stall feel much less claustrophobic? Do you need to tighten your shoelaces more? You see your reflection daily. It's hard to notice daily changes and to truly remember what you looked like before. Get ready while focusing on your clothes, eyes, teeth, whatever, but not your body. Then every week or two, check yourself out completely in the mirror. Be proud. Hit on yourself. Look for a positive visual difference and just focus on that. The rest will get there too. You're doing well. And sometimes when we can't be kind enough to ourselves, professional mental health is a great tool. I'm sure this comment will get buried, but I hope someone sees it. The biggest surprise was how easily it comes back. I have lost 100+ pounds twice, but I never fixed what was wrong in my head, so I'm back to square one again, and probably incredibly closer to dying of a heart attack because of it. Don't get complacent. You have a lifetime of bad habits to overcome. Get a therapist. Figure out why you self-medicate. Don't assume successful weight loss is permanent. Please do what you can to take care of your mind. No matter how invincible you feel after losing weight, you aren't far from sinking back into that prison. Fix your mind. That's the only chance you have to make real, permanent change. And that brings us to the end, narwhals. If you made it till the end, I'd encourage you to tap the thumbs up button below. That really helps us grow. If you haven't subscribed yet, our subscribers are known as the narwhals, inspired by the brave unicorn of the sea. I'd encourage you to subscribe to join the original 10,000 narwhals, and so you don't miss future videos like this. Thanks for watching, and until next time, be brave, be a narwhal.